This will be the first part of a video series covering automated animations version 4.0 and above, specifically for Foundry version 10. All of the animations you'll see in these videos are the JB2A animations. You can download their free module pack on Foundry, and you can also subscribe to their Patreon to get access to a ton more variations and colors for all spell effects. Automated Animations assumes that you have at least one of these modules installed. That's where the internal select menus really pull all their data from. But you can also customize each. We'll get into that later. But for now, I want to go over just the module settings for automated animations. The first button at the top is for the global automatic recognition menu. We'll get into that shortly. First option below that, you can toggle animations on and off on a per client basis. This just disables automated animations from running on that client. If you want all animations disabled for a client, they can go to their sequencer settings and uncheck the enable effects and even enable sounds to disable both of those. Secondly here, we have the ability to disable the automatic recognition menu. Useful for troubleshooting. You can set a global delay in AA in milliseconds. So say I had this set at 1000 milliseconds. Anytime I use an item, it's going to wait 1000 milliseconds, or in this case 1 second, before it starts playing any animations. It's useful to add a certain amount of time to that to allow people to get out of their item menus, clear up their screen if they want to see their animations. If you host your JB2A module specifically on something like an external S3 server, you can fill in the S3 server location in this field with the hyperlink / either JB2A Patreon, as you see in the hints, or JB2A free module. Otherwise, leave it blank if you install it through Foundry as normal. You can disable, as the GM, the animation menus from Active Effects and items, so players can't customize their own effects. Globally, you can disable the melee to range switch. We'll get into what that specifically does later. By default, none of these are checked. You'll see this disable persistent effect tips. Anytime with automated animations that you use an item and it has a persistent animation you've set up, user interface notification will pop up on the screen reminding you how to delete that specific effect. Those are useful till you get used to the module, then you can disable them. You can disable all active effects animations specifically, and you can enable debugging for troubleshooting. This option here for damage rolls on playing animations, this will vary system to system. This is D&D 5e we're using here, and in this system we roll attack and damage separately. So automated animations needs to know which one to play it on. By default, it'll play it on attack rolls if there are any, falling back to damage rolls if there are none. And if there's neither attack nor damage, it'll play instantly. Here, if you check this, you can have them only play on damage rolls, if damage is at least present on the item. To give you a brief overview of some of the different menus, we have the Global Automatic Recognition menu. You see here at the top it's divided into 7 sections. Melee animations, range type animations, on token, templates for animations directly on templates placed on the game canvas, the aura menu, presets, and active effects. Now we'll get into a whole video specifically on this menu later. We also have on the individual items and automated animations menu, and I'll show you here, active effects has their own menu. Now if you're starting off, you really want to just stick to the global automatic recognition. This is cues off names. You want to use this for your default animations. The only time you'll ever really want to customize an animation on a specific item or active effect is if it needs to be like a kind of a one-off that really you don't want stored in your global menu. So that will do it for the overview of the module. I will be releasing several video series covering individual aspects of automated animations, and I'll have those all linked on the GitHub. Thank you.